but it's the same great sports talk. Live from Roadhog Willy's in Mount Vernon, it is the Monday Night Sports Talk Show with Tyler Mathias, talking all things winter sports with coaches and players from around the area. The Monday Night Sports Talk Show is brought to you in part by Knox County Veteran Services, Griffin Insurance, Page One Group, Extreme Air Heating and Cooling, and Roadhog Willy's. Lunch and a show. It is the Monday Night Sports Talk Show with Tyler Mathias from Roadhog Willy's.
Okay, we are here at Roadhog Willy's, 504 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon. Sweet B. I've got it memorized now, Bill, so you don't have to worry about it. I think I had the paper here beside me, and I already got it memorized. We appreciate you joining us here. Griffin Insurance, Monday Night Sports Talk Show, live from Roadhog Willy's in Mount Vernon. You can see it on the mug. That's a pretty cool logo you got going. Has that always been your logo? Or you change it up some?
Always been it.
All right. Well, here it is for the folks. If you couldn't see it, there you go. Now they can.
Yeah.
We appreciate Bill Wheeler joining us here on the program. And Bill, in Roadhog Willy's Mondays, you are open. You used to not be open, but for the show, you open up, and we've had a number of people stop in today and stuff. So tell us about Mondays for those who are still kind of in the dark if they haven't woken up yet.
Yeah, we're open 4 to 8 for the show. We've got everything here as far as the pulled pork, pulled chicken, beef brisket, mac and cheese, cheesy potatoes, green beans. I mean, we've got it all down here for you.
Yeah.
So
awesome. And so throughout the week, though, what are your hours outside of Monday?
So Tuesday through Friday is 11 to 7, and Saturday we're 11 to 5.
All right. So stop down at Roadhog Willy's. Now, do you do, specialties on certain days? Thursdays. I know you've done, Reuben's before and different things. How does that work?
So Thursdays is our Reuben Day. That is a corned beef that I put on the smoker.
Yeah.
So it's just treat it like my brisket.
Yeah.
And nice thick cut.
Oh, yeah.
It's a homemade Reuben sauce that goes on it, the sandwich spread, and it is delicious. Get high reviews. I mean, it's a busy day just because it's Reuben Day.
Is it a sellout time? Hey, we're going to cook so much, and then, hey, if it's gone, it's gone?
Not so much.
Okay.
We've had in the past, but now I've got to stay ahead. In the past, I had some sellout days, yeah.
Very cool.
But, yeah, and then so that's Thursday. And then Fridays and Saturdays, we typically, if we don't sell out on Friday, is our smoked bologna.
Okay.
So that's a monster thick-cut piece of bologna also.
Yeah.
So, and then for the winter months, while we still have turkey, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we are doing open-faced turkey sandwiches.
I saw that one.
Yes, so it's got 2 slices of our turkey on it, homemade mashed potatoes, turkey gravies on it, and they're selling very well also.
Oh, man. Yeah, I saw a picture of that, and I was like, we're moving the show to this weekend. No, it looked awesome.
They're going to be out here probably by the end of the month.
Okay.
When the turkey's gone, it's gone.
All right, so people, if you want to get that, get it now because those are your opportunities. Now, what are some of your, I've had the Big Willy once. That is a monster sandwich. Yeah. I tried to eat that whole thing, and it did not work. Yeah. It was huge. So what is on the Big Willy there?
So the Big Willy starts with a smoked sausage that is made local for me here. It's topped with pulled pork with your favorite barbecue sauce and then coleslaw. So, I mean, it's like 12 inches long. I mean, it's a big sandwich.
Yeah. So if people want to take out or they want to come in, we've seen a lot of people coming in and sitting in tonight. But if they want to take out, that's an option. Sitting in, that's an option if you come to Roadhog Willy's.
Yep. We have the local delivery service that, you can order through them. Plenty of takeout and dine in, yes.
All right. And then catering.
Catering.
I know you did a lot of catering during the holidays. I was one of them.
Time, thank goodness. It's
Take a little break.
Yeah.
Take a little break. How does it work though with catering? Is there like a certain menu that you'd have to look at or something like that, and you can do it for a wedding? How soon should you?
Yeah, if someone stops in here, we set them down and walk through their choices, give them their menu. We've got it online that people can look at it also, and then email us or however the communication happens.
So can you do like the turkey thing right now if you wanted to cater that, or is that something that you can't really do because it's kind of running out? But it's brisket, and you can do that.
I've whatever someone usually typically needs, I find a way. If I have to order more, and if that's what someone's looking for. But yeah.
Okay, now it wouldn't be an interview with you if I didn't ask you about this whole area that we're in right now. And so, what's kind of the plan? I mean, we're in 2024. We're halfway through the month. What's kind of the plan with this area here at this bar?
We're still kind of the brakes on right now. We're waiting on some things, all the state stuff.
Yeah,
and everything
logistics
else to
here.
get moving. Yeah.
Yeah.
But hopefully it's going to get moving along here soon. But
all right, perfect. So how does one get a hold of Roadhog Willys? We mentioned 504 Harcourt Road, Suite B in Mount Vernon, and you can see the catering truck out there. You can see the sign. And what's the best way to get a hold of you if people have questions? Online, what's the best way?
Online, and you can call in here at 740-326-1408.
All right.
I have to try to think of that.
What's the website there if people want to look
It's
at it?
roadhogwilly@live.com.
All right. When do you start putting this stuff on the smoker, like early in the morning? You have to do that?
There's a couple different things.
Yeah.
Pork goes overnight. The beef goes on early.
Yeah.
I mean, everything. Typically, I know the beef sometimes on there 20, 22 hours.
Oh, cool.
It just depends.
Just depends. All right. Well, Roadhog Willys, place to be. We have a lot of people stopping in tonight, and you can still do so until 8 o'clock tonight here. And then, of course, opportunities throughout the week to stop by Roadhog Willys, Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon. Well, as always, Bill, thank you so much for joining us here on the program. This is our host site throughout the whole season. We run through February the 26th with the show, and so hopefully you can come down and join us. And, of course, stop by Roadhog Willys throughout the week and order catering and check out this great food. I've had the brisket, and it's fantastic. And I've had the brisket like 3 or 4 times now. And you find something you like, and you just go with it. And I've liked everything, but I can't get away from the brisket now.
Yeah.
It's just fantastic.
Have you tried the brisket chili?
I have not. Do you have brisket chili? Wait,
Yeah.
I was going to ask you. Do beans belong in chili?
Only in Ohio and other places. Texas, no.
Okay, got it. I wanted to, I had to ask. I thought about that when I was at home today. I'm asking Bill if beans belong in chili.
Yeah.
So you got that brisket
I
chili.
grew up with beans.
I'm not a big bean and the chili fan.
Well, we have not done chili on Monday nights just because when I first started out, we didn't sell any. So
Okay.
it wasn't.
Okay. All right. So throughout the week, though, the rest of the week, okay.
And this past cold weather, we sold a bunch.
So get out here, get yourself some brisket chili. And as always, Bill, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you joining us here. We're going to take this break and come back and talk with East Knox girls basketball, Fredericktown bowling here in the program. Take this break from Roadhog Willys. It's Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show on WMVO.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Everyone loves Roadhog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadHogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Roadhog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Good afternoon. I'm Tim Hall with your ONN Sports. Happy MLK Junior Day. That means we've got some daytime sports happening around the country, and some of our Ohio teams are taking part. We'll get to that in just a minute. The Cleveland Browns season ended with a huge loss to C.J. Stroud and the Texans on Saturday. Joe Flacco, he made plays for Cleveland this year, but huge mistakes as well. That was highlighted with the pick sixes. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, as they head to the offseason, appreciated Joe.
Joe was awesome for this football team. He did a great job, battled like crazy. I know he enjoyed it, but we obviously wish yesterday's outcome was different. But I have a ton of respect for Joe and what he was able to do.
NFL playoffs will finish up today in the wild card. The delayed Bills versus Steelers game in Buffalo kicks off at 4:30. The snow is cleared from the field, but you should see the images of the bleachers. Still tons of snow. And tonight at 8:15, the Bucs host the Eagles. A cool scene in Tampa as Martin Luther King III and his family will be recognized and honored as Bucs captains. So we go to men's college basketball. The Ohio State Buckeyes were in action on the road at Michigan. Big game for both teams. And the Buckeyes just lost their third straight game, 73-65, the final. How about the Dayton Flyers? They find themselves in the latest AP poll at number 21. They've won 10 games in a row after Friday night's win at Duquesne. Next game for Dayton is tomorrow at home versus St. Louis. I'm Tim Hall on the Ohio News Network.
All right, we're back here at Roadhog Willys, Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon. Thank you for joining us here on the program. We appreciate Bill joining us here. All right, East Knox Girls Hoops. Now, Mandy Todd's with us. I got to remind everybody that Mandy was the winning coach for our first year of the Senior Showcase. And Team Tyler won. Team Tyler is 4-0 in the history of the Senior Showcase. And I'm not bragging, but, we were pretty good. That was a fun time we had there. But we appreciate you guys joining us. And to the left there, Jaden Annette, and then to her left, Sydney Offer. We thank them for joining us here on the program. Coach, let's before we talk about some of the season to this point and things, it's crazy to think, the tournament draw is going to be like a month. And time flies when you're having fun. But when you went into the season with the East Knox Bulldogs, and what were some of the expectations that you had for this group? Tell us a little bit about this team going into this season.
So going into this season, we lost several seniors last year, which was, we knew we were going to have to find girls to step up and kind of take some of those roles on. And we knew we had some strong talent, and we were excited to have Jaden, our senior, back this year. And just going into the season, we had high hopes for the season, but we really didn't know what to expect yet.
Yeah.
We'd done a lot of things over the summer, but to kind of put it all together, we weren't sure yet. And so it was kind of a wait-and-see kind of thing, who would step up. And one of our main players got hurt right at the beginning of the season, junior Ella Diven, who was our high scorer last year, leading scorer. So not only did we have to redefine ourselves without these seniors, but now all of a sudden, as soon as season starts, we have to find ourselves without our top scorer, figure out who we are. So
that's tough. Yeah,
it made for a rough start for us, but it's been great to see the younger classmen step up and start to kind of define who we are as a team.
Did you have to change? Maybe we talk about in high school. You have what you have, and you're not the transfer portal. It's a popular thing in college, but not in high school. So, what did you want to do? Did you want to speed it up, play the half court initially, and did you have to maybe change some things once that injury took place?
Sure. Well, our numbers were low as well. We had 12 girls at that point total, JV and varsity. So really 9 players for the varsity team. Our goal was to play a fast-paced game. We had athletes. These are athletic girls, full court defense, just very aggressive. And losing Ella and then just some dealing with injuries early on in the season, we did have to pull back a little bit. When you have limited subs, you kind of have to change your game plan a little bit.
Yeah, can't get out and run a lot. I've done that before. I went to Findlay for a basketball camp once, and there was only 7 of us, and I was one of the 7 that came off the bench, and they still ran. I promise you that it was not fun. But when you look at the season coming in, and we talk about your team a little bit on the offensive side, what do you want to do on the defensive side? You want to go out and push people and pressure people? Did that have to change with this, or how did it work in terms of the defensive side of the ball?
To be honest, the defensive side didn't change at all.
Okay.
Our motto with defense is intense. We love to play man-to-man defense. It's my and my coaches. It's really what we love to teach. It's what we love to watch, and we think we had the athletes to really have a great, strong man-to-man defense. So defense-wise, nothing changed. I thought the girls, honestly, the other night we had Fredericktown at home, and I told them after the game I think they put on a clinic for help side defense, and just they just played such amazing defense the other night. So, no, that did not change at all, and it's been fun to watch them develop as the season went on.
Jaden, I want to ask you a little bit about what Coach maybe talked to you about before the season started and what your role was going to be, what she wanted you kind of to focus on, and how that's transitioned into the season now.
Well, she wanted me to focus on being more of a role model for the girls and being strong for them, to help them, to help them better themselves, to work harder, to understand that they're going to have to step up and to help the team more, especially on varsity.
Yeah, and that's an attitude type thing, right? To make sure that, keeping your head up when something goes wrong and you don't get your spirits down and things like that, right?
Yeah, that's something we've been working hard on. One of our main focuses in the beginning of every game is to keep a positive attitude, because we don't get down on each other. We kind of tend to get down on ourselves more, so we've been focusing on trying to just go out and have fun and play hard and play how we've been practicing all year long.
Yeah, well, you guys, again, played Fredericktown pretty close the other night and things. And Sydney, what were some of the goals for you going into the season, maybe the coach mentioned for you, and some of the things that you maybe personally wanted for yourself going into this year?
Yeah, so I definitely, along with Jaden, I want to be that leadership role that our younger classmen can look up to. Definitely being aggressive, going to get rebounds and all that. Just working really hard. We've really been pushing, getting on the floor, working on defense, working on offense, finishing all of our shots.
Yeah. And, I do my research and things. I think you lead the conference in rebounds right now. Yeah. So, and things. Has that been a Randy said, hey, we're going to need you to get some boards for us.
I feel like I've always done that, just as throughout my basketball career, but there is a lot of tall people, and, you just have to really commit, to crashing after every shot and, just getting rebounds for your team to help your team.
I was a tall guy myself when I was in 7th grade or something like that. Then everybody kind of caught up to me and things. How much is it in positioning? In high school, sometimes you're just taller than everybody else, and it can work a little bit, but you still have the fact that you got to get the positioning and different things like that and working on rebounding.
You definitely have to be really strong and get great positioning. And you also, a big part is reading the ball. So seeing if you need to go the opposite side or if you can move to an open area where there aren't as many people. I won't compare you to Dennis Rodman, but that's kind of something that he said. But I'm, again, not comparing you to Dennis Rodman.
Between her and Dennis Rodman. Do you even know who that is? Do you guys know? They don't know who it is.
Oh, my God.
I know.
Mandy. I'm going to cry. John's back there like, I remember that. He's like the Bulls. You know who the Chicago Bulls are. All right, we're going to be talking about some of the games up to this point and some of the games coming up. He's got a fun week here ahead with Northmore and Centerburg up this week for the East Knox Lady Bulldogs. But I do want to thank Extreme Air LLC and Griffin Insurance, Page One Group, Roadhog Willys, Knox County Veteran Services, and Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction to bring you tonight's show. Let's take this break. We'll come back and more of the Monday Night Sports Talk Show presented by Griffin Insurance from Roadhog Willys in Mount Vernon coming up on WMBO.
Time and Temperature is brought to you by
Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon. Stop in and see us today.
Extreme Air LLC is your carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that, extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, extremeairllc.com. 740-403-1901. Where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Everyone loves Road Hog Willy's. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadHogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Road Hog Willy's in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
Cloudy skies this evening. A few snow showers developing late with a low in the single digits. 8 degrees tonight. Cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing on Tuesday. Continuing to be very cold, high of 13 and a low near 5 degrees overnight. A little warmer on Wednesday. Sunshine and clouds mixed. It'll be a high of 23. That's your forecast on 100.9 FM and streaming live online, WMBO.com. All right, we are back here. Okay. And we got East Knox Bowling here tonight, and not East Knox Bowling, basketball, Fredericktown Bowling. No, I always got it confused there. Now, I was told you came here, somebody's birthday tonight. Whose birthday is it? Back there. It's her birthday.
75th birthday.
75th birthday. No way she's 75. Yeah, there we go. And I would sing, but then I would be fired. So
I've heard about
your so we're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But happy birthday. Happy birthday. And so that's awesome here. So let's talk a little bit about this season. You look at the KMAC going into this year, it's a pretty strong league. I mean, Centerburg got a new coach and some different things. What were your expectations with the KMAC going into this year, Mandy, and where you kind of saw your team kind of settle in there?
Yeah, the KMAC is a strong league. And I remember at the beginning of the season just saying it's going to be wide open this year. And, I truly felt that way. I knew Centerburg was going to be strong going in, and they were going to be the team to really be looking at to beat. And I had hoped, I had high hopes, we all did, for our team to be right up there.
Yeah.
And I honestly think we could have been.
Yeah.
Had some circumstances gone a little differently, I think it really hurt our confidence as a team. So, it's a very strong league. There are no easy games in the KMAC this year.
So you guys are halfway through the KMAC schedule. Like I said, the tournament draw is coming up. Senior Showcase is coming up and things. But as you went through that KMAC the first time, what stood out to you maybe overall about the matchups you had, and what stood out to you there, Mandy?
Certainly Centerburg. They're a very talented group. And I felt like they were the strongest team to contend with. And really, honestly, what I felt like with each team was we were beating ourselves. Mm-hmm. It wasn't so much that we were seeing things that were unstoppable as much as I felt like we were really shooting ourselves in the foot often with every game. Mm-hmm. So Northmore game was our only KMAC win at this point. We came out with a strong lead in the first half and then kind of started to fall off, and they started coming back. Yeah. And so, that ended up being a big win for us. But definitely no easy games. Yeah. All strong teams, and on any given night, you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. Jaden, what maybe stood out to you in the games that you played in the KMAC so far, maybe overall in the season, some of the games that maybe have stood out to you up to this point as you prepare for this second round of KMAC play?
Some of the games that stood out to me very well were especially the Danville game, because that was one of our most excellent games. Yeah. We pushed really hard all 4 quarters, and that's something we've been working towards, just being able to play a good 4 quarters.
Mm-hmm. I got to ask you, the Devil Dog game is really big in football. Hey, I heard somebody kind of mention, hey, it's the Devil Dog game. Coach kind of preached that this is a big rivalry between you guys and Danville. Is it still the Devil Dog game in basketball?
Yeah, usually it is. I don't think it's as strong as football, but it's competitive to us.
We'll get it there. We will get it there. It'll be as important as that. Cindy, what stood out to you, Cindy, as you went through that first round of the KMAC? What stood out to you?
Yeah, I would 100% agree with Jaden about the Danville game. Mm-hmm. I would also like to point out the Fredericktown game. Yeah. That was one of our recent ones, and definitely all the 4 quarters, just cutting down on turnovers, making our shots, and just working more as a team and increasing our confidence.
I look at some of the box scores and things like that, and you guys haven't scored a ton a game, but you're also not giving up a ton either. I mean, when you really look at the box score, you guys aren't allowing a lot defensively as well. So is that a bright spot for you, how you're playing defense right now, Mandy, and that, Absolutely. Hey, you're right in those go games because your defense is keeping you there? Yeah,
we're definitely a defensive team. Our goal is always to keep the opposing team under 50 points. Yeah. And we rarely don't achieve that goal. We tend to be more defensive-minded as a team naturally. We don't have one girl who is our main scorer. On any night, any one of the girls on the team can be the top scorer. Yeah. So the challenge has been taking a team like that and teaching them how to let an offense develop, and without turning the ball over or giving up on an offense too quickly. So that's been the challenge, and just trying to teach them to be a little more patient offensively.
So you play Northmore and you play Centerburg this week. What stood out to you in those games? Something that you remember, and then as you prepare to play at Northmore and then you host Centerburg this week?
Northmore is a very physical team. Yeah. They play a lot of zone against us. Well, most teams. And so looking for us to take care of the basketball, hopefully shoot well, out-rebound. Those are going to be keys to that game. And then just making sure, like the girls said, that we play 4 full quarters. If we do that, I think we'll win that game. Mm-hmm. The Centerburg game coming up, it's what really killed us. We had like 36 turnovers in the Centerburg game. You can't win any games with 36 turnovers. So our goal, hopefully, for that night is to cut down on that number and take care of the basketball. It's like a half-court trap. Their 1-3-1 that they do just messed us up. We just kept throwing the ball away. So our goal is to get through that and let the game happen itself without us just turning the ball over all the time.
Yeah. Jaden, as you go forward in this second half of the KMAC and as you get into tournament time and things like that, what do you want to see from your teammates, from yourself as a team? What do you want to see as you go forward throughout the remainder of this season?
Well, from my team as a whole, I hope to get our offense better because, like Coach Todd said, our defense is really amazing this year, but we need to increase our offense and take more shots and kind of slow the game down because we tend to just rush it. We tend to rush it and then just throw up not good shots or just think that we're running out of time, but we're not, and we just need to slow down.
No shot clock in high school basketball. I've watched a team hold it for 4 overtimes. I've watched it happen. It was not good radio. I will tell you that. I will tell you that. Cindy, what do you want to see from yourself and your team in the second half of the conference schedule and as you go through the second half of the season?
Yeah. So like I talked about previously, confidence has been a really big issue of us. Our coaches all the time tell us, you guys are great. You have the potential, and I 100% agree with them. I would just like to see each of our team members thrive and, really feel comfortable on the court and with their, with their abilities and just be able to, let it all out.
Yeah. Okay, I got to ask you guys about the East Knox fans. And there's great fans over there at East Knox.
Oh, yeah,
Sydney, tell us about the fans and how much it pumps you guys up and excites you as you're on the court each
they're
time.
Great. Even outside of basketball, our fans for all sports are so supportive. They always show up, even to, the craziest away games. And then, they're really great for us, and all the cheering really helps and motivates us. And even after games, I always hear, "Good job, Sid, you did great," even from people that I'm like, "Oh, I've never really talked to you before," but
exactly.
They know your name. That's great.
That's awesome. That's the support there. You think about it too, Jaden. What have the fans meant to you guys this year, and what you want to accomplish?
I feel like they've encouraged all of us throughout our whole season, no matter if we do good or not so well. They're always there encouraging us, picking us up, and going into the next game with us, ready to see us play good.
All right. Well, Coach, best of luck as you go throughout the remainder of the season. And, of course, this week it's Northmore and Centerburg, and we appreciate you joining us. And it's always great having you guys down here and things to talk East Knox girls basketball. What's your mother-in-law's name again?
Patty Todd.
Patty Todd. There we go. Happy birthday, Patty Todd. And she turned 51 today, so they're 51. 51. I'm just going off the looks, and we appreciate you guys joining us here and chatting, and hopefully we get you back down here and can talk some more about East Knox girls basketball. Thank you so much for joining us here tonight. East Knox girls basketball down at Roadhog Willys. It's the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show. Going to hear from Fredericktown Bowling next. We'll take this break. Come back here on WMVO.
Temperature is brought to you by
Knox County Veteran Services, located at 105 East Chestnut Street, Mount Vernon. Stop in and see us today.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Everyone loves Roadhog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadhogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Roadhog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Extreme Air LLC is your Carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that, extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, DreamAirLLC.com, 740-403-1901, where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle. Here's your forecast on 100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.
Cloudy skies this evening. A few snow showers developing late with a low in the single digits. 8 degrees tonight. Cloudy skies early, followed by partial clearing on Tuesday. Continuing to be very cold, high of 13 and a low near 5 degrees overnight. A little warmer on Wednesday. Sunshine and clouds mixed. It'll be a high of 23. That's your forecast on 100.9 FM and streaming live online, WMBO.com.
All right, we're back here at Roadhog Willys, and we want to thank the East Knox girls basketball team for joining us here tonight. Some members of that team chatting about their season. They got some big matchups this week with Northmore and Centerburg, and we appreciate them joining us. Now, we're going to talk some bowling, and let's have some fun with the bowling. Now, we talked East Knox bowling a number of weeks ago, and now we got Fredericktown bowling in here. And, you know, I was in my office, and so I haven't talked to Chuck for a while. I went over. Curtis's office is right beside mine. I walked over. I said, I'm going to text Chuck. And he goes, do it, you know. So I texted you, and I said, let's talk some bowling from Fredericktown, and we're going to have some fun with that. So Fredericktown bowling here tonight. Violet Benson, is that right? I got it right. I want to make sure. Sometimes, you know, you tell me, and then I still get it wrong. And then Ryan Zollers is back there. Hopefully the power's not going out here. But no, we're going to have some fun talking some bowling, and Chuck Young is with us. Chuck, how long have you been the coach there at Fredericktown Bowling? How long has the program been around?
So the program's been around since 2015.
Okay.
We started as a club sport in 2015, and then went varsity in 2016. So, and I've been a coach ever since.
You've been the varsity coach since day one?
Since day one.
All right, very cool. What says I want to get into bowling? Did you bowl? Did you professionally bowl? You're that guy who's like, who do you think you are? I am. You know, that kind of thing?
No, nothing like Pete Weber.
Yeah, that's what it is. Pete Weber.
Yeah. You know, I've bowled as a kid, and I've just been around bowling quite a while.
Yeah, very cool. So we're going to talk to some of the bowlers here coming up as well. But, Coach, I often ask you this question because bowling kind of gets pushed aside a little bit, and people don't think about it. I said if there was bowling in Centerburg when I was in school, I probably would have bowled. Not that it would have been pretty, but I would have probably given it a shot, you know. And then you know, the coach probably would have asked me politely to not be on the team, but you know, I would have at least tried it. How hard is it to recruit for bowling and to get people and build a program? I mean, if you started in 2015, you're obviously having that success. It's 2024 now, and so you've obviously built up a program there and things. But how hard is it to build that program? Where do you kind of sit in the program right now?
Right now we're sitting pretty good in the program as far as bowlers go. And recruiting, a lot of the recruiting is done by my bowlers.
Yeah.
You know, they go out and get their friends from whether it be marching band or just from school, and they talk them in to come in and bowl with us.
Yeah. So. Very neat. Now, do you bowl throughout the week and, like, practice? Is it just, like, having fun in a local bowling alley, or do you just go to matches and say, let's do it?
We have we practice up at Trio. We have our matches, some of our home matches up at Trio. You know, we practice, have fun while we're practicing, but just also want to try to focus on what we need to do when it comes game time.
Now, is it hard to schedule matches and things like that? Because I know Centerburg's got a bowling team and East Knox has a bowling team and things like that. Do you find it hard to schedule matches right now, or is it something where it's like, hey, it's not that big a deal? There's more people bowling than you actually realize, Tyler.
No, with the KMAC, it's not hard to schedule. The coaches, we get together at the beginning of the season and we sit down and we work out our schedule. They only allow the OHSAA only allows us 24 matches. And some other schools, they're booked up the year before. So it can be difficult to schedule non-conference matches.
So 24 matches means like 24 different days of bowling, or is it?
Yes.
Okay, wow. That's a lot of bowling.
That is a lot of bowling.
All right, I'm going to go to the players here for a moment, and we'll chat some more here. Violet, tell us, what year are you in school?
What year?
Yeah.
I'm a senior.
Senior, all right. This is your senior year. Now, how did you team? Was it something you grew up doing and you were already interested in it?
So, really, I did not want to do PE. I didn't want to do PE.
Honesty's the best policy.
But I heard about bowling then, and I heard that you can get credits like that. And so I started out, I was just planning on doing 2 years, but this is my 4th year of bowling, and I love it. So that's honestly how I like.
You got gym credits for doing that?
Yes.
I did not realize that was possible. That's pretty cool. So when you got into it and you went into the bowling alley the first time, was it kind of like, what have I gotten myself into? Or are you kind of like, hey, I have bowled before as a kid. I know what I'm doing here.
The only bowling I ever did was for like for like my church. They would always take us out bowling. But the first time I went like for practice and stuff, I saw all these other seniors and kids. When I was a freshman, all these other kids like how they bowl. I didn't know that the ball curved when they bowled. I didn't think that was a thing. I thought you hit the pin straight on. That was it. I barely knew anything.
That's awesome.
I was close to tearing up because I was so embarrassed of how I was doing. But I had the coaches, Sean, Chuck, and his wife. They were able to teach me how to bowl properly, and I've gotten used to it now. I'm very comfortable with my team and stuff.
Are you a one-handed bowler or a two-handed?
One-handed.
One-handed.
Mm-hmm.
And you can spin it now?
Yes.
All right. I like it. How much time did it take you to do that? Because that would take me forever to learn this. But Chuck would give up on me, I tell you what.
I could not figure it out the first time because I just kept slinging the ball into the gutter because I didn't know how it worked.
Yeah.
It took me probably about a month to get used to because I had to think of like a whole new technique on how to bowl and stuff. But honestly, you get used to it. You have to put in fingertip grips in your bowling ball because that helps with like how it curves and how you release it. It's really nice.
I don't know a whole lot about what you just said, but you know what? I would try it sometime. Ryan Zollers, what year are you in school?
Junior.
Junior. So you got your junior year here. How did you get involved in bowling, man? How long have you been doing this?
I've been bowling for about 6 years now.
Yeah.
My brother started bowling, so I just kind of
tagged along.
Yep.
Tagged along with him, and did he force you, or were you like, I'll go with you?
I just kind of.
And Justin was like, leave me alone, or was he like, hey, I'll help you?
He didn't really help me. But
well, again, honesty is the best policy. So in terms of like the recruitment thing, there wasn't a whole lot of recruitment. Once you knew that there was a bowling team, you knew you wanted to be involved in it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So did Justin do it like a year or two before you got involved on the varsity team, or how did it work?
No, he started his freshman year.
Okay, and you started after that? Like you started your freshman year too?
But I've actually started like 3 years before that.
Oh, okay.
So I was already ready.
All right. Now, do you have a technique? I mean, did you have to learn a technique, or how did it work for you in learning how to do this whole bowling thing?
It was just the same thing as everybody else, but I got 3 years of extra practice before.
You guys, like, is it a sibling rivalry though? Like, you go out to the bowling alley and you have any bets on the table or something?
Yeah.
You're helping out. You're helping out this week at the store, right, or something like that. So, hey, in terms of maybe what you've learned throughout these years, what are some of the biggest things that you've learned throughout the years that you have bowled there at Fredericktown?
Just trying to stay consistent.
Yeah.
Like your scores and just throwing the ball.
Yeah. Do you have a certain way of doing it though? Do you like step to the right and you try to spin it left, or do you need? I don't know how this works. I'm not a big bowler, so is it a certain?
Not a certain way, but
I was talking to Chuck before. And I told Chuck, there are two options that I have when I bowl. I either just throw it as hard as I can, and usually it ends up in the gutter. Or I just try to line it up the best I can, and it's not going to be hard enough to hit all the pins down. So it's a wonderful plan. That is not the way to go, is it, Chuck?
Yeah, bumper bowling's pretty good.
I do not have the bumpers. I don't do the bumpers thing. To me, that's cheating. I can't do that. So we talked about the recruiting of things. So where do we stand? Like, I mean, do we have, like, 20 bowlers that are part of this program? How many people are part of this?
Right this year I have 11 boys and 11 girls. So
cool.
That's pretty good. We got both the varsity and a JV, 4 boys and girls. So
yeah, very neat. So you're getting some other people involved and they can learn at the JV level, those who are not at the varsity level and things like that. So going into the year, what is the goal as a bowling coach? Is it just, hey, let's go out and let's win as much as we can? Is it, hey, I want you to just learn the game of bowling so that you enjoy it, you find out if this is what you want to get involved in, and hopefully enough people say, hey, this is fun, and I want to keep doing it, and obviously it's whatever you're doing is working because you've been doing it for a number of years here, Chuck.
Right. I mean, the goal each year is to actually improve, improve every game. And it depends on the year, too. You know, if we have a lot of returners, our goals are a lot higher than as if we have a lot of new bowlers and things of that nature. So,
yeah. What were the goals this year? Did you have a lofty goals?
We had a lot of new bowlers this year, a lot of new faces. So, the goal, my goal was just to help and improve those new bowlers to get them to help. Hopefully, they come back and improve for next year.
How important are these two right here to teaching those younger bowlers and to continuing? I mean, the program has to keep building. I mean, just like it is in football and it is in baseball and basketball, if you don't have that next group, it's going to just fall out. So how important are the bowlers right now to the future success of this program?
The bowlers are extremely important to the future. Violet being a senior, she's been with us for 4 years, so she knows what the daily grind is for bowling. So she helps. She's a leader on our girls team. Ryan's been with us on the team for 3 years now, and like I said, he's bowled longer than that. He knows what the grind is. He was fight for state, so he's seen quite a bit in his time. So he helps a lot with the young boys and the new bowlers. So.
Yeah. What are some of your goals this year, Violet, in going this year? You want to bowl a 300, right? Win a state championship, right? Now, so what are some of the goals that you put forth here?
Some of the goals, I know probably my biggest one that I did actually reach was to get a 200 or higher, which recently I did get 210.
Oh, cool.
So that was a big deal for me.
Yeah.
My other goal is to stay consistent because over the years, no matter how hard I try or what I do, I've never been able to hit a certain consistency or hit a certain range.
Yeah.
So that's probably my biggest goal for this year is just to stay consistent.
You ever hit a split? Get it like a spare on a split? Have you ever done that?
Yes, I have.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Man, that sounds like it'd be really hard. I've never done that. I always just look at it and go, I'm just going to go for one pin here. Ryan, what were some of the goals for you this year? What were some of the things that you want to accomplish for yourself and the team?
One thing is to beat my high game.
Yeah. What's your high game?
257.
257. That's really good. So have you done that yet?
Not yet.
All right. You still got some time to do that for this year. But we're going to talk a little bit about upcoming matches that you do have here coming up and the opportunities with that. And I always like to ask Chuck about a Baker's game and a regular game, and he can talk a little bit about what that all is and things coming up. But it is the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Roadhog Willys here in Mount Vernon. We're going to take this break. We'll come back, and more coming up here on WMVO.
Good afternoon. I'm Tim Hall with your ONN Sports. Happy MLK Junior Day. That means we've got some daytime sports happening around the country, and some of our Ohio teams are taking part. We'll get to that in just a minute. The Cleveland Browns season ended with a huge loss to C.J. Stroud and the Texans on Saturday. Joe Flacco, he made plays for Cleveland this year, but huge mistakes as well. That was highlighted with the pick sixes. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, as they head to the offseason, appreciated Joe.
Joe was awesome for this football team. He did a great job, battled like crazy. I know he enjoyed it. We obviously wish yesterday's outcome was different, but I have a ton of respect for Joe and what he was able to do.
NFL playoffs will finish up today in the wild card. The delayed Bills versus Steelers game in Buffalo kicks off at 4:30. The snow is cleared from the field, but you should see the images of the bleachers. Still tons of snow. And tonight at 8:15, the Bucs host the Eagles. A cool scene in Tampa as Martin Luther King III and his family will be recognized and honored as Bucs captains. So we go to men's college basketball. The Ohio State Buckeyes were in action on the road at Michigan. Big game for both teams. And the Buckeyes just lost their third straight game, 73-65, the final. How about the Dayton Flyers? They find themselves in the latest AP poll at number 21. They've won 10 games in a row after Friday night's win at Duquesne. Next game for Dayton is tomorrow at home versus St. Louis. I'm Tim Hall on the Ohio News Network.
Extreme Air LLC is your Carrier HVAC dealer. With financing available and testimonials on the website, you can see why Extreme Air is exactly that. Extreme. Servicing, installing, and repairing all makes and models to give you the heat and cool you deserve. Servicing good old Knox County and surrounding communities. Check them out online at extremeairllc.com. That's the letter X, extremeairllc.com. 740-403-1901. Where service is not a business, it's a lifestyle. Everyone loves Roadhog Willys. Where else can you enjoy the finest meats in their own signature line of barbecue sauces? This counter-style restaurant offers dine-in, takeout, and catering options. RoadhogWillysBBQ.com. Smoking the meat to mouth-watering perfection. That's Roadhog Willys in Mount Vernon. 740-326-1408. Good.
Griffin Insurance, taking care of your family since 1972. In today's day and age, it's very uncommon to get a real person when you call. Not at Griffin Insurance. We represent multiple carriers to find the best rate for you and your family. Whether it's auto, residential, commercial, or farm, we're here to help. Call Griffin Insurance at 740-397-7488. Griffin Insurance, finding you the best rate.
Page One Group in beautiful Mount Vernon has your best interest in mind when it comes to you and your printing needs. Whether it's printing, design, laser engraving, or sublimation, there isn't a texture we can't print on. Promotional products are how you keep people coming back. That's where we come in. Your business is our business. Page One Group, open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5. Call 740-397-4240 and visit pageonegroup.net.
Veterans serving veterans.
That's what we do here at Knox County Veteran Services. Hi, I'm Kevin Henthorne, your Executive Director.
And I'm Financial Coordinator Melissa Shank.
And we're here to meet the needs of Knox County veterans and their families.
We can help with emergency financial assistance,
filing of disability and pension claims, VA healthcare enrollment, and even transportation to VA healthcare facilities.
Please give us a call at 740-393-6742 or stop in and see us at our new location at 105 East Chestnut Street in Mount Vernon.
Your sinks are backed up, the electric in your master bedroom needs rewired, and now the wife is asking for a new addition. It's time to get in touch with Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Now Construction. Give Brian and his team a call at 740-627-8004. They can fix your electrical and plumbing needs and give your bathroom and kitchen a remodel.
Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction is a proud sponsor for all the local high school teams.
Enjoy the season. Cubbage Electric, Plumbing, and Construction. 740-627-8004.
All right, we're back here at Roadhog Willie's. Want to thank Bill and the fine folks at Roadhog Willie's for having us down here. Hey, and we want to thank John with an H and Gary with two R's. That's only if you mess up, there'll be three. But it's becoming known when we're out and about, they look and they say, "Gary, are you Gary with two R's?" And they're, "Yeah, that's him." "Are you John with an H?" "Yeah." That H, though, should be in John. But no, we appreciate all the work they're doing back behind the cameras and everything. We appreciate you joining us here. Chuck, I want to ask you, we're talking Fredericktown Bowling here. Bakers versus a regular game. How does this work out? And how, I only know of a regular game when I go bowling. So, what's the difference between these two?
A regular game is exactly like what you would do when you go out to have fun. We have 5 bowlers. Each bowler bowls 10 frames. Mm-hmm. In a Baker game, you have 10 frames, but each bowler, and you have 5 bowlers, but each bowler only bowls 2 frames. So it alternates frames. In a Baker game, you have a bowler that'll bowl the first and the 6th frame, second and the 7th frame, and so on.
With 11 bowlers, how do you decide who to do that, or is there a technique or is there strategy there?
With the 11 bowlers that we have, like I said, we have a varsity and we have a JV. The ones that are on varsity have obviously they put in the work and they have the higher averages and things of that nature. So those are the ones that'll make varsity. Yeah.
There you go. So they're the ones that you pick there. Now, Violet, do you like the Baker game more or you like a regular game more? Ooh. The Baker game confuses me still. But
the Baker game I actually love a lot more. Yeah. We have our own cheers that we do whenever we get like a strike or a spare. Yeah. And it's just, I don't know, it's just a lot of fun. Yeah.
What frames do you usually go for the Bakers?
I am usually put on first frame.
Yeah.
Like first.
Get it started off with a strike. No pressure. Get it started off. Ryan, what do you like more, the Bakers or the regular game?
Probably the regular.
Yeah.
Bakers are pretty fun.
Yeah. What do you do on the Bakers? What frames do you usually
it's usually either 4th or 5th.
Yeah. So if you're behind, this guy's got to get you back in it, right? That's the plan here. So, but that's kind of a neat thing. So when you go into these matches, you do both. So you start off with a regular game, then you go to a Bakers. I'm sorry, I'm so dumb knowing about this, but
so depending on the school you bowl, but in the KMAC we bowl 2 regular games and then we'll bowl 2 Baker games.
Okay, in a night. When do you guys usually get started? Like when you start bowling?
Most matches start at 4 o'clock.
Okay, so if people want to get out there, check it out. And bowling you move around, but your home place is Trio. Is that right?
Yes, our home lanes is Trio.
I bowled once there. and only once, and it wasn't pretty, but I was not invited back. But hey, guys, when you look at this and you look at the future of this program, Chuck, what do you want to see 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road with this program?
5 years down the road, even 10 years down the road, I'd love to see this sport or even our program to continue to grow, get more kids to come out, and we can to offer more. I would even love to see there are some schools that are even starting to offer in middle school. So
cool.
I would like to see sometime down the road even maybe a middle school sport for bowling.
Yeah, I know Mitch has asked me. He's like, hey, there's something for your kids can come down here and bowl. They still use that little thing where you got to put it on there and roll it down. Brantley really thinks about it. Let me move this thing around and stuff. Violet, what do you want to see with this program? I mean, you're a senior this year and things. So as it goes by and the years go by and things, what do you want to see with this Fredericktown bowling program?
Again, I am going to agree with Chuck. I really want to see it grow a lot, and to people to start to get a little more serious about bowling. I know that sounds kind of a little mean. It's just when they start out bowling, like how I did, I didn't really take the sport as serious until that's when you start getting competitive. It's just people don't really take it seriously and realize, oh, this is going to actually like do some stuff. Or, I don't know. It would just be really nice to just see some people, like get like really serious about the game.
Get fired up. Get some Pete Weber in them, right?
Yes.
Who do you think you are? I am. I still don't know what that meant. But it was cool.
Many people do.
He was just yelling. He was excited. Ryan, when you look at this program, and I know you said you're a junior this year, and so you've still got another year. But what do you want to see, maybe even in next year, in the coming years, with this Fredericktown bowling program?
I just want to see it grow, and then hopefully they can just get better and go to state.
And you're hoping to get there this year.
Yep.
And we're all hoping for that. And of course, when you're in state, when does state happen? Like the end of February?
It does. So we have our sectional tournament.
Okay.
It happens like the 19th and the 20th. From there, we have our districts, and then when you bowl in districts, that'll decide who goes to state. So.
That's big. So no regionals, just district to state.
Yep, just district to state.
Okay, sorry, I got confused there for a minute. So very cool. Well, if people want to go check out Fredericktown Bowling Tuesday, where are you at Tuesday?
Tuesday, we're at home.
All right. So a trio.
Yep.
Where are you at Wednesday?
Wednesday, we travel to Marion to take on Ridgedale.
Okay, and then where are you at Friday?
And then Friday, we go to Cardington to bowl against Mount Gilead.
He's got that off the top of his head. Didn't even have to read it off a paper. So that's coming up this week. So you want to check out these bowlers, and is it really quiet? I mean, Wayne doesn't get yelling, but does he bowl a strike, Ryan? Does he get pretty amped up?
No.
Does your mom get amped up?
A little bit, yeah.
What about you, Violet? Your family get all amped up for you?
Yes,
oh yeah, they do. They're shaking their head over there. Wayne's over there. He's shaking his head. So it's great to have that support. The families, having the support for the families too, to get involved, see their kids, support their kids, and choosing bowling. That's awesome, isn't it?
It is, absolutely. Yes.
So we appreciate you guys joining us here on the program, and it was great to catch up with Fredericktown Bowling. Of course, we want to thank all of our great sponsors, including Coverage Electric Plumbing and Construction. Of course, Roadhog Willys down here, Page One Group. You guys get to take the mug now. I'm just teasing you. But we appreciate all of our great sponsors here. Of course, Griffin Insurance, our title sponsor, Knox County Veteran Services, among our sponsors here on the program, and it's always great to have them here. And again, thanks to Gary and John behind the cameras as well. But it is a Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Roadhog Willys. Want to thank the great staff here at Roadhog Willys. They always take care of everybody, and there's been a lot of people in and out tonight, and certainly appreciate them. So stop by 504 Harcourt Road in Mount Vernon, Suite B. It's Roadhog Willys, and you can get some great food throughout this week. And of course, tonight they're closing in 30 seconds, but you're not going to be able to. Right. You're never going to get it tonight, but you can get it throughout the week and check it out. But appreciate them having us down here, and appreciate everybody joining us here. We'll be back at it next week at 7 o'clock. Thanks for joining us on the Griffin Insurance Monday Night Sports Talk Show from Roadhog Willys.
100.9 FM and 93.7 HD2.